Pelican Podcast. What is up, guys? How's everyone doing? Today is October 20th, and this is right after the Pelican and Golden State Warrior game. And if you guys can hear it in my mood, I am in such a better mood opposed to the last video I made of our loss to Memphis. Yes, we lost to Golden State, but there is so much positive to take out of this loss that it has me excited. And it was a great game, and man, it was just entertaining. It was a very good game. It was a lot of back and forth action. We controlled majority of the game. The whole first half was our half. Once the second half came in, they started coming back. Little back and forth. A little third quarter was Anthony Davis. Fourth quarter was Boogie. And it was just fun basketball. A lot of foul calling. And I'm sorry, guys, if you hear some disturbance. I'm actually driving right now, but I'm just too excited. I want to get this podcast episode going. I just can't wait much longer. I want to talk to you guys about it. So key points that I got from this game. Early on into the game, I saw a lot of good ball movement. One problem that I noticed still, which is our biggest problem, is turnovers. Sloppy plays, sloppy passing. The good thing is Golden State was doing the same thing. Kevin Durant was having a huge amount of turnovers, and that helped us out because we would just have a little sloppiness back and forth on both ends. But the thing about it was that we were running. They were running, we were running, and it was just fun basketball. It wasn't that boring miss, slow down the tempo. It was fast-paced tempo, pass, score. Like, it was exciting. We were dominating in the first quarter. It was just amazing. Anthony Davis hits a buzzer beater to end the first quarter. Man, the shots were going in. I think we tied up a franchise record of 11 threes in the first half for New Orleans. So that's huge. Second game in, and we're breaking records. We didn't really break it, but we tied a record, which is good, which is very good. Because I'm assuming that the ones that held that record was the era when we had Peja Stojakovic, Morris Peterson, Chris Paul, David West. So for this team, this New Orleans team, which I believe to be the most talented of the bunch, because come on, man, we have Boogie Cousins, the best center, arguably the best center in the NBA. I know he gets a lot of hate because of his attitude, and that's what always puts him down. But I still don't think there's another center as dominant as Boogie Cousins. And guys, oh my God, did you see the way he controls the ball? Boogie and Davis are just both big men from some other kind of world. They both have guard skills. Boogie has some nice passes, some nice handles, and they both move like athletic big men. They both attack. They both pass the ball very well. It's just a scary team. Like, imagine New Orleans had the freaking scores that we actually need. Shout out to Ian Clark, because every time I looked at him touch the ball, it was swoosh, something he must have gained from being in Golden State for the past 2-3 years. So every time he touched the ball, I loved it. It was a swoosh, and that's what we need. We need players like that. We need to sign people like Ian Clark, like Anthony Morrow. You know, we need scores to surround Davis and Boogie. If we can surround these guys with scores, we will be scary, because as soon as Boogie and Davis go inside, they get double team, triple team, and it leaves the outside scorer wide open. That's how they were dominating the first half. They would attack, push back out, boom, three-pointer. But the reason why we couldn't conquer was because our shooters are not consistent. Besides Ian Clark, who was doing a remarkable job, Drew Holiday kind of faded off. He was doing great in the beginning. I was actually proud of the work he was putting in. Each more kind of just faded away. Dante Cunningham started missing threes. But we had a lot of good looks that players could not capitalize on. Now, if these guys either train their ass off to perfect their three-point game, or that's mainly not the thing. Dante Cunningham worked hard the last 2 seasons, and actually last season was his best 3-point shooting percentage a year, but that's still not good enough for us. As you can see, he's not consistent. So we need to sign scorers. We need to do some trades. We have some moves to do. And Alvin Gentry is really on the hot seat. I don't believe that this good play was because of Alvin Gentry. I just believe that Alvin Gentry is blessed. He has the best power forward and the best center in the game. You better do something with these two guys. If you don't, you got to get fired right away. Alvin Gentry does not deserve to be coaching these guys. We need a better coach in there. I see Rondo being more vocal in there. Alvin Gentry, every time I hear his chit chat and his motivation, whatever the timeouts that he does, and the pep talks and all that, I just don't see it very strong. He's not the right fit for New Orleans anymore. He was fine for a rebuilding team, but we need a good coach in there. We need a Brad Stevens kind of coach. We need to do what freaking Boston did and get a college coach out. And you know what college coach I'm talking about, right? Yeah, Kentucky, Sean Calipari. That's what we need. But if that's not possible, I mean, we gotta see what we can do. But New Orleans, if you guys watch the highlights, I'm gonna see if I can post it in the video right here. The highlights of today's game. But pay attention to the highlights. We played some real good basketball. I'm very proud of our team, especially holding their own against the reigning NBA champions of last season. So it was very good. I saw blocks, I saw steals, I saw some good basketball. I saw DeMarcus Cousins actually controlling his anger and getting in under Draymond Green's skin and KD's skin. So it was fun. It was a fun game. I wish we would have took the win, but at least I'm not upset. I saw so much positive in this game that it does not upset me. I know for a fact if we would have played like we played Golden State today, if we would have played Memphis that way, we would have won. It's just that's how good we play. It's just that we're playing against the reigning NBA champions. But if it would have been Memphis with this kind of play, we would have won that game for sure. I think that Memphis loss was we played bad and they played worse. So I mean they played bad as well and they were just the better, worse team. That's how bad it was. That game was pretty boring. It was just so bad. Besides Boogie and Davis, but it gets boring when you keep seeing brick, and have to start just going to the same person the whole time. The defense, the offense is so predictable that their defense knows what to do already. So we need to be unpredictable. But yeah, guys, I mean, if you like this little rant, little quick, informative podcast episode of today's game, October 20th, New Orleans Pelicans versus Golden State Warriors. Hit me with some comments below. Let me know what you guys thought of that game. Give me some feedback. Hit subscribe if you like what you heard. And yeah, man, I'll keep analyzing these games and I will break them down for you guys. But New Orleans, stand up. We're headed for some good basketball. If we can play this consistent. If not, well, we got some work to do. But if consistency is gonna happen, things are looking good. So yeah, guys, don't forget, hit the subscribe button. That shit helps me out. Thank you. This was Mike Valle. Outs.